I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some
Hello guys,
illicit
hello,
spell
hello.
practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
चलो आज अपना फ्लाइंग वाला भी हो गया। अपन जाते हैं in the shadow of the undercraft, ठीक है। The remove requirement, remove requirement, conjuring spell in event कॉन्फ्रेंस। यहाँ जाते हैं अपन। आसपास क्या है यार? यहाँ वाले में चलते हैं अपन। नई वाली स्पेल सीखेंगे अपन। ट्विस्ट नीचे है क्या? ये नीचे है। गाइस जो भी देख रहे हो लाइक कर देना। आज बहुत ही मजा आने वाला है। आज अपन डार्क स्पेल सीखेंगे। अपन डार्क मैजिक सीखेंगे। डार्क मैजिक सीखेंगे। अपन बहुत सारी स्पेल सीखेंगे।
Glad you received
गाइस
my
बने
help.
रहना, स्ट्रीम में लाइक कर देना।
I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
गाइस
Understood.
लाइक कर देना।
We can talk more in a moment.
स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर
In the
देना,
Undercroft.
सब्सक्राइब
Not
कर
even
देना।
the professors know about this place. This way.
इन द शैडो ऑफ द अंडरक्राफ्ट। आओ अंडरक्राफ्ट चलते अपन नए वाले में।
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
इसमें अपन को सीखने मिलेगी न्यू स्पेल। अपने पास ये दो स्पेल है अच्छी वाली, पावरफुल वाली। गाइस स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर देना बस, और जो भी नया देख रहा है सब्सक्राइब कर देना।
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the
ओह
Undercroft.
क्या बात है
She loved that infernal game.
भाई, क्या जगह है। एक्सप्लोर द
What I
रूम।
wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So
Here
please,
slot is full।
keep this between us.
गेयर कम किया जाए। ये हटाते ना पर। तो डिस्ट्रॉय कर देते बस। क्या बात है भाई, ये लग रहा है बहुत बढ़िया। चौबीस 27 इसको पहना देते हैं पर। गाइस जो भी हो एक बार कमेंट कर देना, जो भी देख रहा हो लाइक कर देना।
He never confides in anyone, but he's trusted me since the day we met.
Revelio.
I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
भाई नई नई चीज मिल रही है मेरे को। गियर्स 34 36 और क्या मिला है अपने को? हेल्प तो मिली है। नहीं जाइए, और मफलर मिला अपन को। चलो न्यू स्पेल सीखते हैं अपन।
I think I've seen ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I
जो भी देख रहा हूँ
suppose.
लाइक कर देना एक बार।
Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one.
भाई यार
especially
बहुत अच्छे
Ominous.
अच्छे स्पेल
He
सीखने को
has
मिलेगी
no
अपन
love
को।
lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse.
ब्लास्टिंग
Professors
कर्स।
say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It's ridiculous. It sounds very dangerous.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands.
Confringo.
Such spells should be properly taught. To be fair, I'm admit, but you should learn it.
Yes,
I can teach it to you safely here.
I should.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Confringo. क्या बात है?
You're getting it. Shall we try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the others intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find
Protego.
Confringo cast.
Confringo.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got it.
क्या बात है?
Well done.
भाई क्या है भाई ये? गजब है यार।
Confringo!
गजब यार, क्या
I have to
सिखाया है भाई
say,
ये।
I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
Hello, it's all I'm ready for more spell like this.
This
Yes.
is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too.
I shall look
Dig in.
forward to it.
Cheers. By the way,
I'm not sure where to...
you said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what...
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more.
I'm listening.
I tell you the truth, I'm not ready to tell you.
The
अभी
book
नहीं
I
बना।
found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And
ठीक है।
remember, keep this place between us. When I head to
Okay,
Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
ठीक है। आउल भेजेगा ये। वो ये कौन खड़ा है?
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Sebastian, show me. I stepped upon it.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
I promise not to say anything. No need to trade. No need for trade.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
भाई
Ominous,
तो
I
ऐड
just
रहा है
And I
भाई।
know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
अरे मारूंगा ना। चलो प्रोफेसर वीजली से मिलते हैं। कुछ तो बताएंगे वो अच्छा था।
I like your pajamas.
थैंक्स।
And then the werewolves join the goblins.
Levioso!
भाई कहाँ है भाई प्रोफेसर वीजली इतना ऊपर चढ़ गई।
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
ओ भाई सामने तो अलग गेट खुला.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
ये क्या हुआ? भाई मेरे को लगा फिर गया क्या मेरा गेम?
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement.
अच्छा.
It only appeared...
अरे भाई. इस गेम की पता नहीं क्या परेशानी है. बस जो कुछ भी हो बस अपडेट इसका वो मत जाए, क्या बोलते स्टोरी नहीं जाए बस. जो गेम सेव है सेव रहे. बस जो कुछ भी हो अपडेट इसका वो मत जाए. भाई सेव है तो सेव ही रह गेम. हाँ कमल
Professor
देख चुका
Weasley.
है. भाई सेव है तो सेव ही रह गेम. हाँ, कमल देख. रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If
Yeah.
ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom. Your friend. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing
Evanesco.
spell. You can
Sure.
cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I
क्या बात
suggest
है?
you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
चलो देखते क्या है. एवेनेस्को.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work.
क्या बात है?
You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
चलो देखते हैं और क्या है यहाँ पे.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
ठीक है.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag.
I waited
Wondered
for
where
you
that had got
ages.
to.
Perhaps you are assigned.
Can't believe it's
If
still
you
here.
let me know you
I'll
want to
just
meet
take a
again.
quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes,
ठीक है.
Professor.
Explore
Can't you
the
keep it down? Some of us
remove
are trying to
requirement.
rest.
Accio!
छोड़ने जाते.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Okay. What often the room thought? I need a bath. But... दोस्तों मजे से चीज है.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
किधर?
Revelio.
You should summon your wits and find out.
Accio.
भाई इसका क्या करूं मैं? हाँ जाए कैसे जाए? कुछ रास्ता है क्या जाने का? नहीं है रास्ता यहाँ जाने का. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं
I
अपन.
hope that house elf can find us in here.
ये क्या है? Goblin.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I
जो
can
भी
catch
देने
up
like
on my
कर देने का.
schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
क्या भाई ये क्या हो रहा है? क्या बात है? तो बवाल चीज हो रही है। मैं तो रूम बन गया ये।
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
अच्छा
I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can
Desk of
identify
description?
unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Gear identified.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
कौन सा हुआ? इसमें था ना? ओ भाई और किसमें भी था? अच्छा ये सब अपन पहन सकते हैं? क्या बात है भाई? ये वाला बढ़िया है। ये सही है। इसमें ये ठीक है। इसमें इसमें तो बहुत सारे। ये ठीक है। चलो इन्वेंट्री में क्या है अपने पास? टैलेंट में अपने पास क्या है? 0। क्या बात भाई? क्या क्या लग रहा है?
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects.
अच्छा
I'll teach you.
कंजरी मतलब कुछ बना क्रिएट करने वाला।
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They
Sure.
list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object.
ठीक
You
है
should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in
Business.
Hogsmeade.
I did.
अच्छा
Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone, they can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the...
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find
Potion
both
sta-
familiar
potion
since
table,
they'll
potting
resemble
table.
the ones you've already used to study
Yeah.
magical plants and brew potions in class.
अपन को poison potting table and poison station conjuring spell of poison station यार रखो घुमाओ कैसे ना you have to reach the project to back up conjuring a potting table
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
now you have a image
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
thank you Bhavana. I'd like to know the deep with the magic
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
ठीक है पहले कर लेते हैं स्पीक प्रोफेसर वीजली तो जापान पहले कुछ करते हैं स्पेल बनाते हैं ये वाली बनेगी ना बनेगी एक बॉटल तो आई
It warms Deke's heart to see a student so comfortable.
Yeah, dress which can use to identify unknown pieces to gear up. ऐसा ना मेरे पास ये
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
furniture, decoration, room requirement, art. भाई क्या चाहिए बायोलॉजी दोनों चीजें है अपने पास स्टैचू स्टैचू नहीं चाहिए टेबल ये चाहिए ना बनने यहाँ पे चाहिए अब
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
आ रहा मैडम
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
ठीक है Return to Professor Curry कितने
I
बार
have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good.
अच्छा
Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
कर तो दिया
It warms Deke's heart to see a student so...
Professor, I have some questions about conjuration.
Yes?
I don't have any question. What items should I require? What are the rules of conjuring item?
There are so many choices. What items do you think I should conjure?
I shall leave that entirely up to you. This is your space after all. I will say that
ठीक है भाई
I think I can manage from here. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing your work.
डेकोरेट करना है दो आइटम हो भाई
Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
You know what? Floor decorator. Whole item लगाया ना
Good work. Shall we move on?
बिजली with the room of requirement ठीक है चलो
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell
Alteration.
will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Altering.
You seem to have forgotten. Just aim your wand at any conjured item
Guys, like कर
and
देना जो भी
perform
देख रहे
the
हो
altering spell to customize it.
alter the style of item change the color of the item and adjust the size इसका साइज कैसे चेंज करूँ मैं?
Oh dear. Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
Adjust the size. How? अच्छा ऐसे हम्म,
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can
Yeah.
use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Well, you do look comfortable.
floor. क्या बात है यार?
Your space
भाई
might
क्या ही गेम है
benefit
यार
from a bit
भाई?
of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic so...
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
A cool moonlight ambient sound. I like the something natural and earthly. I focus best in the room that is dark and mysterious. Cool and moonlight, dark and mysterious.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back.
Sure.
Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration. Indeed.
यहाँ से अपना गेट है जाने का. Boy. सब ये क्या है?
An even bigger space.
कहाँ जाओ
How did
यार?
that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
ठीक है. Thanks, madam.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of over...
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh,
Lit
sounds
by the moon.
perfect.
हाँ ये ठीक है. अबे क्यों चमक रहे हैं ये? हेलो. हाँ आ रहा हूँ 10 मिनट से.
Revelio.
Warms Deke's heart to see a student so comfortable.
हाँ देखो क्या क्या आपके पास ये जो है. भाई ये सब चेंज कर सकता हूँ. गजब है यार सॉरी गजब भाई तो ये सब तो ठीक है अपन वापस कहाँ से जाएंगे एग्जिट नहीं अपने टॉप फ्लोर पर यहाँ बीसी बुलाएंगे क्या बात है पेपर कहाँ है यहाँ क्लासरूम big national tower the map chamber through the map chamber son report to Professor Fig नीचे ही अच्छा ऊपर वो है प्रोफेसर वीजली और नीचे प्रोफेसर फिग
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the least.
And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And, believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
हाँ बुक मंगाया वो ये बारह लोडिंग स्क्रीन पे जाती है Enter the
The room
map
is called
chamber.
the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
ये map chamber.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
चौंक गया भाई ये तो भाई जगह कितनी सुंदर है स्मार्ट तो लग रहा है अपना यार Okay. अबे भाई साहब ये गजब है यार. भाई साहब.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts.
भाई ये
It's
पूरा मैप है.
magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Thank you, Professor.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do
Mentor?
you do, Professor
Mentor.
Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the...
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Yes.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill, whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
चलो ठीक है.
Shall we have a look?
आओ. देखें.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll see you there. Do you know anything about the tower?
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
तो tower में
Until
देखने
then.
अपन देखते जा.
Be careful.
ठीक
And do
है.
not tell anyone.
This map chamber, the chamber map complete. क्या बात है. Meet Professor Fig on the at the tower. ओरे भाई साहब वहाँ पैसा जाएंगे यार उड़ते हुए। एक सेकेंड, अपन पहले यहाँ चलते हैं अपन। हाँ, बाहर।
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
अरे कहाँ उड़ने हो? झाड़ू कहाँ है अपनी? Alright.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
हाँ, ये तो स्कैम हो गया। वर्ल्ड मैप दिखाओ। एक है फॉरेन फॉरेस्ट, एक है ईस्ट नॉर्थ हॉगवर्ट्स रीजन, एक है हॉग्समीड। Wait here to advance time from the day to night, night to day. क्या है? मैंने डिलीवरी the person collection and one glacier tipular so the होगा तो पोजीशन
Confringo. Incendio. Accio.
भाई वो तो लेके घूम रहा है। भाई ये तो गलत बात। चलो गाइस, आज के लिए बस इतना ही। अब अपन अगली स्ट्रीम में मिलते हैं, तब तक के लिए गाइस सब्सक्राइब कर देना, कमेंट कर देना।